Hello everyone, Pieces here. This is the second guide in the Ori and the Will of the Wisps game guide series covering Mora, the spider boss. Mora is part of the main quest line in the game. The quest is called Breaking the Mould, which on completion will release one of the 4 wisps that Ori is trying to collect. The quest line takes you into the murky caves of Moldwood Depths. The area can be reached through the southern end of Kolok's Hollow. Moldwood Depths is a dark and moldy place, giving credit to its name. These circumstances make it a challenging area to explore. The darkness actually becomes the enemy, able to kill Ori if the player stays in the darkness for too long. However, different light sources will make it possible to move between places in Moldwood Depths. Mora can be found on the northeastern side of the map, indicated by the Breaking the Mould quest marker. The fact that you're entering a spider's lair is evident. You also notice a change in Ori's behavior, as he slows down and doesn't want to run anymore. At some point, the game transitions into a cutscene during which Mora shows herself. Before starting the fight, it's good to ensure that you're properly prepared. It's highly recommended to have access to the sticky shard, which can be found in Inkwater Marsh, the triple jump shard that can be purchased from Twillen, and the flesh ability that can be unlocked in the most southeastern part of the Moldwood Depths. Besides the flesh ability, I furthermore suggest using the Spirit Edge ability and the Spirit Arc ability. Also, don't forget that it's possible to switch abilities during the fight, making it possible to use the Regenerate ability to heal up when low on health. So let's have a look at the actual battle. The fight is set up in 3 phases. A fight phase, a chase phase, and another final fight phase. Let's have a closer look at each of these phases. As you can see, it's very clear that we're getting near Mora's spider lair. We are now between the Spirit Well in Moldwood Depths and Mora's spider lair. Let's move a bit further down until the cinematic starts and Mora shows herself for the first time. This is a serious spider. So this is where the first phase of the fight starts. This phase is fairly straightforward. Mora will try to impale Ori, as you can see, and she also has a Venom Spit attack that will stay in place for a bit of time and will hurt Ori if he falls onto it in a later stage. The focus of the damage should be on the head of Mora. Just try to evade as many attacks as possible and try to keep on doing damage on her head until the moment that she falls over and she hits the wall. As you can see, the arena now increased in size and we're now roughly halfway through the first phase of this fight. The fight will become a bit more complicated from now on. Mora will have additional attacks like spawning her children who will attack you and spitting venom at a higher interval towards Ori. Mora also has a flame wave attack much like the horn beetle boss. To avoid this attack, do a double jump and dash in the opposite direction. Another attack that Mora uses is shooting projectiles towards Ori. By all means try to avoid get hit by those projectiles and use bash where possible to shoot them back at her. As you can see, it's possible to change abilities mid-fight. For example, if you want to use the Regenerate ability to heal up. Phase 2 of the fight starts when Mora steps back and starts stomping the ground continuously. This moment in the fight, right between the first phase and the second phase, gives Ori the opportunity to heal up and use the Regenerate ability. Mora will keep on stomping the floor up until the moment that Ori jumps towards the glowing particles in the middle of the screen and uses the best ability to go up. As soon as you stick to the wall, Mora will start moving. You have to make sure that you keep on moving by using different abilities that Ori has in its arsenal, like bash, dash and grapple. At the point that you reach the big hollow trunk and move into the big open space, you're at the end of phase 2. Shortly after arriving in this area, Mora will show herself and initiate phase 3. Phase 3 is the most difficult and most complex part of the Mora fight. One of the strategies I followed for this phase of the fight is to stick to the wall and basically jump in and attack Mora's head and go back to the wall again. This is a good way for Ori to avoid ground attacks. A good example of a severe ground attack is the triple flame wave. When you're about halfway through this phase, the fight changes again. The surroundings of Mora and Ori will turn dark. This is the part of the fight that you will need to use the flash ability. During this phase of the fight, Mora will spawn an enormous amount of children that will attack you. Luckily, an added benefit from the flash ability is that it will hit and damage the children as well. I advise to continue with the earlier strategy of sticking to the wall and jumping in to attack Mora. Nice. That must be it. Yep. Got it. Nice. With this we reach the end of the How to Fight Mora the Spider Boss guide. Hopefully this was useful in preparation for your Spider Boss battle. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. That's awesome.